The divines say, may the divines guide and keep you.
Go cast your fence.
Ah, yet another new face. I'm from Hammerfell, you see. I can hardly keep track of all the people I've been meeting. Where the dragon attacked? We've heard rumors of death and fire from the... Then we should soon be selling arrows by the bushel. A sword is no good against a dragon. Good to talk to a fellow traveler.
Hello and welcome, my friend. Why, of course. And will you also be needing the bow that shoots rainbows? Or perhaps a quiver that dispenses beer? Look, if you want arrows, we have them. But don't insult my intelligence. What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Perhaps I'll be seeing more.
Center. The lives of your fellow soldiers are counting on it.
Hmm?
Keep my men.
Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help? You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance? The strong and honorable
Are you feeling sick? As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
Take my advice. Never...
Feel free to take... Hmm? Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago. It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man, and a great emperor. But that does not... No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. Your rewards in life will match the blessing. Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines. The strong and... traveler. Have you come seeking guidance? The divine?
You'll help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Until next time. I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice, shouted him apart.
What is it? Dragons?
What is it?
Hail, summoner. Onto me on the warm bed, would you?
Trouble?
Thane Bryling, at your service.
Noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under
Your
my
Eminence,
rule.
my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragon Bridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed. Do you have business with the court? You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for... That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now. But everyone's always... That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some... You'll bet. She may be young. You do well to remember that. Feel free to return to me with questions.
If I needed something from you, you would know it. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. I have no time or patience for a student. Perhaps the College of Winterhold will grant you admission. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
Do you have business with the court?
If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted with that terrible voice. Like something out of a legend. Or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say. For it grieves me to speak of it. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Be quick.
Keep the faith. General Tullius will win this war.
Please address all questions to the steward. My duty is to keep the Jarl safe. I nurse me.
To file another complaint, I won't deign to hear it. If my presence is that much of an issue, tell it to the steward. Everyone whines and moans about how loosely I flap my tongue. As if Thane Ericur's eccentric love life were not a matter of public knowledge. And for the last time, I am not a Thalmor agent here to destabilize the court. You're thinking of my terribly unfashionable twin sister, Mithril. My name, on the other hand, is Nithriel, and I am both an attendant to the court and someone worthy of your confidence. Until next time.
Watch. Got lots of things to take care of.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up. Maybe you need a partner. Just picture it. 2 women. The dusty road. Strapping men at every tavern. A fortune in gold to be claimed.
Sabeel Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected. No, that honor is Sabeel Stentor's. A smart man steers clear of Stentor. And keeps himself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day. Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I've told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. I make sure Erica keeps breathing. You are free to leave.
What about those who depend on you so much? Please, take pity.
thinking? Just arrive in the city? Is it true what they say then? There are dragons about. I like you. No man is a match for a dragon. Buying one of our blades wouldn't hurt your chances, though. Food, experience, and a roof over my head in the finest city in Skyrim. If money's all you hold dear, then you end up like Jari Ra, a plague on the city. Captain Aldous can't prove it, but that Argonian is up to no good. No man. Buying one of our blades wouldn't hurt your chances, though.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Hello and welcome, my friend. An archer, eh? I've got just what you need. What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Perhaps I'll be seeing more of you.
I'm a little busy. I've got all sorts.
Let me know if you see anything you like. What the? Huh? We provide clothing for all of Solitude's most influential residents. Clothes and raiment for the discerning customer. Thank you for your patronage.
Good old-fashioned steel.
I'm telling you.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. Hadvar's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good soldier. But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story. In the meantime, why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding. He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir.
Can't wait to kill another of Ulfric's boys. I'll take my leave then.
Support him. You survived Helgen? General Tullius told me what happened. Not many made it out alive. I've got a good feeling about you, and I don't often get good feelings about anything. A warrior knows to trust her gut. I'm not going to go through the normal process with you. I've got a little test lined up. Pass that, and we'll talk about you joining the Legion. Is that confidence or bravado? Confidence I can use. Bravado gets soldiers killed. We'll soon find out. I'm sending you to clear out Fort Hrogstad. If you survive, you'll pass. If you die, then I'll have no further use for your corpse. The ancients built many of the fortresses that dot the landscape of Skyrim. Sadly, most have fallen into disrepair, and nearly all have been overrun with bandits or other vagabonds. Fort Hrogstad is one of the few that remains mostly intact. We're going to install a garrison there, but first, you're going to clean out the bandits that have moved in. Good, that's what I want to hear. Now go make it happen, soldier.
It's a rebuild.
Try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
What the? Balgruuf refuses his right to garrison troops in his city. On the other
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
I'm afraid
Unless we have...
Rodvir's execution. Most people head over to the Winking Skeever. If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest gossip. People to see.
I've got some salmon to sell.
The Divines saved me from the streets. May the Divines guide and keep you.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell?
slower than Argonians in a blizzard.
Feel free to grab them. It can help them out. I prefer not to sully myself with manual labor or courage.
There goes another one.
Bah, weak-willed rabble. Even dead, they're almost useless. Someone there. Damn you!
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad... if that is what you wish. Lead on, then. I decided I preferred clean clothes.